The reason I started tithing is one of my mentors and someone who I really looked up to spoke about you have to receive, you have to give. And growing up as a child, I wasn't cheap, but I was very frugal. And I always felt like I had like a scarcity of money. And that was always like when I was a child, I would save up all this money. My parents would take me to go buy something. And then I would get like, not cold feet, but I would get like buyer's remorse. And then I would return it. And I always just felt more comfortable with the money sitting in my savings account. So about a decade ago, I started to try it, and it started off very small. I just gave $100 out of every paycheck. Then I loved the way it made me feel. I know it sounds crazy. I feel like the more money I gave out, the more money the Carp family received. And I just started upping it and upping and upping it. And today I have an account that's called the Tithe account. And literally anything that Jessica and myself find passionate or that we find that's a great cause, we give. And every real estate commission check that comes in, I do two things. I put 30% aside for taxes, and I put a percentage in the Tithe account. So the Carp Family Scholarship was given out. I had Brody do it. I also feel like it's a really important quality to learn how to speak and speak in front of others. So I had Brody go out and do that. So what do I recommend for you guys? I recommend try tithing. I know when you don't have a lot of money, and trust me, I came from nothing, right? I borrowed money to take Jessica out from my parents on our first date. So I've come from nothing, and we've built something I think is really special, and tithing has been a very, very huge piece of it. And it just made you have a different thought of money. And every religion talks about the tithe, right? The Bible, the Torah, the Quran. I know I'm just some guy that's speaking to you, but I'm telling you, it's been life-changing. It changed my life. And the more I give, the more that we receive. So we started off with 3 scholarships. I did one for 2 Sachem high schools and one for 3 Village. And Brody was our guy who did it. Next thing up is I met with my accountant. And I meet with my accountant quarterly. And being that it's the middle of the year, what we do is, he said, his name is Irish, and he says to me, Bri, how much money are you going to bring in 1099 income? That's from the brokerage side. Brian, how much are you going to add in passive income on the rental side? What other income is coming in this year, right? We loan out hard money, so what kind of mortgage interest? Are you selling any properties? Are there any big amounts of money coming in? And we basically, at this point of the year, I have a pretty good handle on the income that's going to be coming in. Once I tell him that number, what he's able to do is tell me what my quarterly payments are to be. And most